we had a crazy week of wrestling,
Yep.
and I I have a rant I'll get to later on, but I'll get to that later. But I hate some things, and I hate the way people are picking up on some things, and they're like, "Hey, this kind of fucking sucks." I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of fucking sucks." So we'll get to that later. But we're gonna start off in the home of WWE, New York, Madison Square Garden.
You know what? That's actually right. I never actually thought about that.
Yeah, because like that's where they're usually from. And when people would go to different territories, they would be like, "Hey, you going to New York?" Which is WWE. Which is like the funniest thing about it. Just because like they ran Madison Square Garden and had like a capitalization of right there. They were based out of fucking Connecticut. Like I don't get that. It's so weird. It's like, oh yeah, it's New York. Yeah, that's where Madison Square Garden is, but WWE is based out of Connecticut. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
That was
different.
always so weird to me. So Raw started off with Jay Uso come out. And Jay had a match with Grayson Waller, which I'm not even lying. I had no fucking. I don't know about you. Did
Mhm.
you know this match was happening?
No, because I could have sworn it was going to be against Austin Theory. I swear the match was announced. Austin Theory.
That's what I thought too. I was like, all right, cool. It's gonna be Austin Theory. And then I saw Grayson Waller, and it took me about 5 minutes to realize that that wasn't Austin Theory.
Okay, you're better than me because it took me 10. Not
Like
even
if
joking.
Martin Cole would have said it, I would have been like, oh, he's wrestling the right guy. And he's like, yeah, that's Grayson Waller. I was like, oh shit, that's the wrong guy.
No, you know what tipped me off? Like 10
What?
minutes in? The tights. Because
Oh,
the tights are different. Like Waller wears like more baggy like basketball shorts.
okay. Because I was lost like shit. I was like, I don't know which one this is.
It's gonna be a pain
Like
in the ass when they wrestle. Because you know it's happening.
they had like a little breakup tease, another breakup tease, which I'm fucking over because they never gonna do it. I'm fucking over this shit, dude. Like, I don't care anymore. Do you care?
Now that you're over it and you think
Hmm.
it's not gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna piss me off because it's gonna happen and it's probably gonna be cool, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it, I'm in.
And it's gonna happen in an epic way to bring you back. Watch.
Yeah. So Jay gets the win, and then he gets attacked by Gunther, and Gunther chokes him out. And I said this before, and I still stick by this, even though some people are like, I don't want to see him choke out Jay Uso for like 7 more weeks. I stand by this because Gunther said he was going to do something. And usually when somebody says they're going to do something, they're like, oh, they kind of drop it like halfway through and then like you kind of give up. He said he's going to be violent and fuck him up every chance he gets until WrestleMania, and it's going to be a violent match. He literally has been doing that every week. He's caught up with Jey Uso. He's fucked him up. So that's why I like this.
People don't see how good that actually is for Jay. Like they're probably thinking he's getting buried or whatever. He's gonna get beat down until they get to Mania, and then 9 out of 10 he's gonna win. I believe he's gonna win. So
No, but that's the funny part because everybody that actually hates this, they all believe that Jay's going to win. They like, all right, we know that Jay's going to win. They just said it's boring doing the same thing over and over again of him getting beat down. And I'm like, I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with him getting beat down because this is a fucking person who said, I'm going to do this. And he's been consistently doing this.
and for people who don't know about wrestling like me and you and whatever, like they probably see it and they're starting to get doubts of him. So that's a good thing. That's the story here. Can Jay
Yeah,
do it?
but these are people who know that Jay is gonna win. They just don't fucking like it because it's boring. They're like, we know where this is going. We know he's gonna win the title at Mania. This is just boring because it's the same shit over and over again. And
Yeah, I guess.
like a little bit of me is like, I kind of agree, but at the same time, it's like he said he was gonna do this, so I just like I'm happy that he's sticking by what he said instead of not doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I like it actually.
I do too. So then we had Logan Paul, and he showed up and he started talking shit about New York, and he started talking shit about this comedian guy, and he brings him in the ring, and dude says, "I'm here to see AJ Styles," and then AJ comes out and beats up Logan Paul. So this is the running consensus because I think this is actually the match. I don't know how much they're gonna swerve it, but like this is as of right now, this is the actual match. How do you feel about AJ versus Logan Paul at Mania?
I'm fine with it. It's gonna be a good match. Like hate on Logan all you want. Logan can go. So I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about it. I know the match probably be good. I just don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So then we had New Day versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
The
And
new day.
yes, this was a match that was like good. And then the fucking finish came when a dude in the mask, and I swear to God, like when he jumped over the railing and did the Huda Karada, I was like, is that Phoenix? It did like I looked at the mask, I was like, oh, it's not Phoenix, it's Chad Gable. Because
But
like
there's people out there that think it's Phoenix though. It's not just
that's
you there for
funny.
a second.
No, because if you look at it with the mask, when he came in, the mask looked similar to Phoenix.
Yeah.
So when he did that, it was like, wait a minute, is that Phoenix? But then when he started moving and I seen his body, I was like, no, that's Gable.
Yeah. Because Gable's muscular, so
Yeah, and he's shorter than Phoenix, and he has like this. He has a different build, and he
yeah.
did all these lucha moves and laid out Rey Mysterio, and security tried to grab him, and he ran. And so the funny part is like, I only saw like two people go. This doesn't make any sense. Why is he helping the New Day, and why is he beating up Ray? And I was like, dude, all of this is interconnected, and I just I'm little very, very, very nervous. I'm nervous because I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going. But I'm nervous because if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, it's gonna fuck somebody for the second time, and I'm gonna be pissed because like this person doesn't need to get fucked. Like it's going to be piss me off because I feel like this is where this is gonna go. It's
Mhm.
gonna go the New Day teaming up with Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Phoenix.
Okay.
But but here is the bad part. Dragon Lee will get fucked again. And I don't want to see him get fucked again because he got fucked last year where he was supposed to be in WrestleMania and he got taken out of Mania and replaced by Carlito or somebody.
Carlito.
No, it was Andrade. He got replaced by Andrade and he missed his WrestleMania opportunity. I didn't
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. So that's something that I don't want because I want Dragon Lee to go to WrestleMania. Like he came to WWE, they gave him a spot. He should be going to WrestleMania. It should be a thing. But you know, who knows?
How about a 12 man? I don't know who
But
you would
that,
put on the other side, but well, yeah, no, it could work because American made, like you put the rest
hmm
of them in there, and
yeah,
then you'll have like you have what's his name, Dragon Lee, along with Penta and Phoenix, Ray, and the other two.
yeah. But that's six guys on that side. That'll be five guys on Chad Gable's side.
Yeah, New Day
Like,
needs a new member, so
yeah, like that's the only reason. It's like it wouldn't be uneven because it would be like one guy, and then
yeah,
also I wouldn't want that many people in Fenton and Peanut Phoenix's fucking debut. I wouldn't want that. Like, because I want him to like at least if you're gonna do it like in a multi-man match, at least have it six. So it's like, all right, it's like not that many people. You can get to see what Phoenix can do. If it's like 12 people, it's like he's gonna barely get a chance to do anything. People gonna be like, oh, this is that Phoenix guy.
it's a damned if you do, damned if you do situation. Because if you do it that way, then you're not gonna get Dragon Lee. So
Yeah, that's the only problem. But
yeah,
we'll see what happens. Cause like the only other way that I can see this going is if Dragon Lee says fuck Ray and then go teams with Chad Gable, and then him and Gable are like beating the shit out of Ray. They take out Ray, and then they wind up having to take on Penta and Phoenix. Cause like that's the only other way.
which oh my God, if that happens, Ray ain't no good.
Yeah, because everybody will turn on Ray by then.
Yeah,
So like I just I want Dragon Lee to be in a match. That's all I want. I want him to be in a WrestleMania match. Like everybody else is gonna like be around forever, but I still want him to get his first match because he got fucked last year.
yeah.
So I want him to be in a match. So then we get Cody, and Cody is pissed off at John Cena. This is the second time he did one. He cut a promo on SmackDown, and then he cut a promo here on how pissed off he is about John Cena. And he said John Cena has no hustle, no loyalty, or respect. And I was like, oh, damn, that's kind of fucked up. And apparently next week on Raw, they're going to have their first face to face or first something. I don't know what it's going to be. First something.
Because watch John don't be there. Like he be there like what you call that shit via satellite or some bullshit.
You know what? I would actually want that just to piss people off more. And it's
Uh-huh.
like, because everybody wants to hear what he's going to say. Everybody wants to hear what he's going to say. But I want him to go via satellite and then just like before he says anything, just turns it off. Just go boop. And
Look,
everybody's just left like, what the fuck? Like, just a total asshole move.
that's a great one, but like even so, they'll probably have the rock talk for him. Piss people
I
off
don't
even
want.
more because at this point, no, I know you don't. I don't either. But like people like hate the rock or whatever for all this, whatever.
Mhm.
So that would piss, the majority of people off. I agree with you. Your way sounds way better because that's just like the press conference where he just threw the mic like, fuck it.
Yeah, because like leave the Rock out of this for like the next couple of weeks. Like leave him out of it until like probably like 3 or 4 weeks before the show, and then like bring him back into this. But like the beef is with John. Like
Yeah.
you have John just do this most heelish bullshit where he's like not even there, and then he's about to speak and just says "fuck it," and you're just stuck. And you're like, what the fuck? Now everybody's more pissed because like we don't get to hear anything from John, and he just like says "fuck us," and it's like, damn, like we're screwed. Like we don't know why he turned. We don't know shit, and they just leave it hanging. It's just like this thing that's going to be lingering for a couple weeks, and then like you have The Rock show up and say something to confront Cody, but then he's like, all right, he's confronting Cody, but we still don't know why John is mad. We don't know why John turned. And then the week after, you finally get John, and then he says something, and then it starts the real hype for Mania because this is the first time we get to see John say something, and he probably has a new look by that time, and it's like, oh shit, like this is on now.
Yep.
Because like if they did it, like if they did it the right way, like just like have the tease of like they're gonna do something, and John just fucks off, and then like The Rock comes in and says something eventually, and you're like, okay, but where's John? Then he comes back with a new look and everything, and like, oh shit, like this is it. And he just like says his side, and then everybody's pissed. And it's like, all right, we can't wait to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree with that. As long as he
So
doesn't go bald, like I'll accept a fade.
listen, I don't care what he looks like. He just has to change up his look. Whatever
Yeah.
he looks like now doesn't have to be exactly what he looked like before. He has to change it.
I wonder
Like
what he
there's
look like
no
with a
way that he
goatee.
can be like I want everything changed about him because this is the first time we've got heel Cena.
Yeah.
No remnants of regular Cena should exist.
Hmm.
Whatever he does, he should change. If he goes bald, that's fine. If he goes in a fade, that's fine. If he gets hair plugs, that's fine. He has to not look like John Cena. He has to be somebody else. What would fuck me up is if he came out with a fucking mustache and beard and be like, who the fuck is this guy? He has to look different. Like he has to, like the vibe has to match him selling his soul. He can't just be like, I'm still John Cena. He has to look different.
It's gonna be the mustache and beard because that would fuck everybody up. Because to my knowledge, he's never had that. I don't remember that. Not even in the movie.
I think he did one time in a movie. Like I think one time in a movie. But if he does that in the WWE, it would fuck people up and it would break people's brain and go, oh my God, we've really got heel Cena. Like the real heel Cena. And the one reason I don't want him to come out is because they're going to play his music and I don't want him to have the same music. And I don't want him to debut the new music until WrestleMania.
You know what he might do? He might come out to like because like this can probably be like a week or two before WrestleMania when he finally talks, right? So he'll
Mm-hmm.
probably come out with a Thugonomics joint and they say that's the last time you're ever gonna hear that.
I wouldn't want that because the Thugonomics is actual true heel Cena music. That's the
Hmm.
true heel Cena from
Yep,
back then. But like he's evolved past Thugonomics, so it has to be something cooler and different.
that's what I
Like it has to
mean.
be something
The cool
cooler and different.
the cooler and different and better music will come directly at WrestleMania because as you said, you don't want that on a random Raw.
Yeah, I would rather him do the New Day thing where he just walks out. Like he just
Oh,
shows up and walks out.
okay, yeah, that works.
I would rather that because like the New Day did that for weeks where they just walked out until the new music came and
Yeah,
people would boo them. And like it would be so much better because like John walks out and people just like turn on him. It's like we hate you. Like we haven't seen you in so long, and like you just left after that, and you just wouldn't even give us an answer, and you finally come out, and he just comes out with no music, and they just boo him, and he just walks out. The best part would be like if he just walks out and be like, "Fuck you," and just drops the mic and leaves, and I'll be like, "Yeah, like no, it just works."
that
And then
works. Yeah.
yeah, like, and then we eventually get him to say his piece, and you'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like it it just has to be a way that it's going to be done. Next week, I'll see what they do if they really enact something cool and be like, "Oh, this is cool," or they just go like, "Nope, we're bringing John in. And he's going to say his piece right to Cody, and it's going to be like, well, all right."
I don't think he's gonna talk this week. To be honest with you.
I really hope not. I hope not. So then we go to the back. We see the Judgment Day, and Dominic says, "Yo, I got a match next week with Braun," and Finn is pissed off. He was like, "Yeah, you're always thinking about yourself." And he goes, "No, I got a match next week for you." And Finn's like, "Wait, me?" He's like, "Yes, I got one for you." See, I was thinking about the crew. And then he gave him a hug and he did the look like, I fucking
Fuck you.
hate you. And like the bad part is like everybody's like, oh my God, he's doing the John Cena thing. And it's like, guys, have you been watching this fucking show for weeks? Like, Dom hates him genuinely. And like, that's not like, I'm going to turn on you. It's like, I fucking hate you. It's like, I
Hmm.
fucking hate you. And like, you're gonna fuck me, like, you're gonna fuck with me one more time, and I'm gonna fucking screw you. Cause it's just him. Like, the whole thing is Dom is like, he's getting annoyed. And like Finn is just being an asshole. Like I'm smarter than you. I know what I'm doing. I'm just getting annoyed, and we're getting closer to Mania. So the turn needs to happen soon.
Yep.
And then after he hugged him, he goes, "So we still need to talk about that new member." And he just goes, "No, no, no." He was like, "We don't need a new member." And the more and more he says we need to talk about this new member, I have the weirdest feeling that Dom is going to bring somebody in, but whoever he brings in is going to screw Dom and kick Dom out of Judgment Day.
Wow, that would be a fucking plot twist. I never thought about that. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like it's good. He's going to bring the person in, and Finn's not going to like him, but then he's going to turn on Dom, and Finn's going to join him, and like that's how Dom gets taken out of Judgment Day. And you're gonna be like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
But the way looking now, Dom's taking over Judgment Day, but that could be a decent twist.
Yeah, I'm almost 1,000% sure Dom is getting kicked out and we're getting the face turn. Cause like even though he's doing heel shit, the way he's interacting with Finn, he's definitely gonna be a face. Because I don't see any remnants of Finn becoming a face. Finn is a heel, like he's a dastardly bastard.
Hmm.
And Dom is the guy that like once he gets beat up, people aren't gonna be like, boo Dom. They're gonna be like, hey, he was trying to do good here. Like, what are you like? Why are you jumping him? Like, and he gets jumped by the new Judgment Day, dude, dude. Like, people gonna be like, oh, we like Dom. Like, he was trying to be a good guy, and you guys screwed him over. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's how it works.
Yep.
So then we had a number one contenders match. It pissed me off because we had a number one contenders match with Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and the number one contender for the IC title. And Bailey won, but it pissed me off because it's like, wait, no, Raquel won. Raquel won.
Raquel
And
won, yeah.
yeah, it pissed me off because it's like, why? She has a title. What's the point?
Bailey should have won, so Lyra could have got her one win back.
That's what should have happened, but like I don't know what's going on with this company sometimes, and I'm just like sometimes I just throw my hands up and go, fuck it, whatever.
Because Raquel's not beating her.
Of course not.
Yeah,
But like she has a title, so why is she going for another title?
I'm bored.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So then we had Kathy Kelly interview Chad Gable. And this was funny. And what made it like even more funny was because the commentators earlier didn't say it was Chad Gable. They didn't even allude to it being Chad Gable, even though it had American made on the thing. Like they didn't even allude to it. And Kathy Kelly, being as smart as she is, goes, Chad, come on, stop fucking around. We know it's you. He's like, no, it's not. She was like, dude, you have exactly everything on. The dude was your height. You came out of nowhere, and you just finally show up out of no fucking where, and this guy with a mask shows up. We know it's you. Just admit it. And he's like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't me. So like, just admit it. It's okay. He's like, it wasn't me. And then they hear something in the background, and some dude with a mask is getting arrested, and he's like, see, it wasn't me. And she's like, come on. Like she even said it was like, come on.
Okay, okay. You said some dude because like I was thinking, could it be plausible that that guy was Phoenix? Because like he had a jacket on, whatever, so you couldn't really see his build. But you said
No,
some dude, so it's not Phoenix.
dude look exactly like Chad Gable. And like if you watch it, the guy is literally perplexed, like, why are you arresting me? That bit it just was some guy that Chad brought off and put the mask on and said, hey, this is the guy. Like it's just some random guy.
I wonder what's gonna be his lucha alter ego. Like the name.
I don't know, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So then we have Michael Cole interviewing EO. He's interviewing EO and he's like, yo, you won the title last week. You're going to WrestleMania. And she's like, yo, he was like, I'm glad that I did this. Yo, I'm so happy. I love you guys. I'm the champion. I'm going to WrestleMania. And then Michael Cole goes, here goes Bianca Belair. So Bianca comes out and she's like, yo, she was like, I'm ready to face you, blah, blah, blah. And let's go. And Rhea just shows up. Rhea's like, nah, fuck this. And she just goes straight at Bianca and she's like, this is all your fault. She was like, you wanted EO to win because you knew you couldn't beat me. Bianca was like, no, I came down and cheered for both of you. I didn't cheer for her over you. She was like, but you put your hands on me. She was like, yeah, because you were being an asshole and I wanted a fair fight. So at this point, EO's like, hey, can I say something? Rhea just mugs her. So she was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So Bianca's talking, and she's like, hey, can I say something? Bianca just mugs EO. So EO just goes, fuck this. She puts the belt down. She pushes Rhea, slaps the shit out of her, pushes Bianca, slaps the shit out of her. She points to the WrestleMania side. She's like, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm defending my title. I don't give a fuck. And she left and she just started cursing in Japanese. And that shit was fucking awesome.
This probably like my favorite segment of the whole night, other than Chad Gable one. Those are my
Yeah,
top two.
yes. And the crazy part, like, this is how you know that, like, she won the crowd over because when she was in the ring, the crowd barely cheered for her. They barely said anything. Bianca came out, huge cheers. Rhea came out, huge cheers. EO, they said nothing for EO. When EO stood up for herself and slapped both of them, that place went crazy. Like, yeah, fucking right.
She almost
And they
knocked
were,
out Bianca.
yeah, it was like I was so happy because it's like she stood up for herself, and now she feels like a threat because they both overlooked her. Like, now I'm a fucking threat. Fuck you guys, and we're gonna have a three-way.
It was so disrespectful how they mugged her though.
Yeah, it was so fucked up. So then we go to the main event, and it was a steel cage match between Seth and Punk. Dude, I'm sorry, I have to say this.
Mhm.
Punk is fucking old, dude. I'm sorry, dude. That match, like halfway through the match, he's just gasping for air, looking all purple, trying to swing, just like it's like, dude, he, come on.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
sorry.
seen a lot of people. I want your opinion on this. You always ask me my opinion first, so I want your opinion on this.
Hmm.
What do you think of this match compared to the Osprey Fletcher match?
I said this on the podcast we did the
Mhm.
night before this match. I said there's no comparing the two because Osprey and Fletcher went all out in their fucking cage match, and you can't compare that to what Punk and Seth was going to do. I said that. I said they're not
Yeah.
going to have a match that's exciting as this match. What
No.
they did have, what they
Mhm.
did have was a traditional cage match, like a
Yeah.
cage match that you would have like back in the day, and it kind of felt, it didn't feel like it's oh my god, like it's as good as that. It was close, but it's like it wasn't as good because they went all out. They used thumbtacks. They jumped off the cage. They were doing flippy moves. These two guys can't do that. So they had to do a regular traditional cage match.
Exactly.
And like,
And they're both older than the other two, my opinion.
yeah. And like the stuff that they did in there made it work because like when Seth beat the shit out of Punk, he opens the door and goes, yo, you can leave. You can stop all of this. Come on. He's like, you can get out. And Punk just throws up the middle finger, and then Punk beats him down and does the same thing. Was like, you can leave, throws up the middle finger. Shit like that is like the old school way of like, oh, this is we got beef, but we're not leaving until we beat the shit out of each other. And
Exactly.
they gave each other their finishing moves over and over and over again, and they
Hmm.
kept kicking out until Seth hits his finish, hits his super curb stomp, and he's the door is open and he's sitting in the door and he's about to finally beat Punk. And I knew this was coming soon as he like the door was open and he sat down. I was like, Roman's gonna choke the shit out of you. I knew exactly how it was gonna go. I was like, he's gonna choke the shit out of you and bring you out.
Did you hear the
So
crowd? The crowd tipped it off.
no, I knew the crowd was gonna tip it off, but like what tipped it off for me was one, the door was open.
Hmm.
Two, Seth was at the door, and I
Yep.
knew exactly how this was gonna go. I'm like, yeah, I know how this is gonna go. I was just wondering how Roman was gonna get in it. And
Yeah.
like soon as the door was open, I was like, oh, this is how it's gonna go. He laid up against the ropes. I was like, up there it goes. And Roman came out. And there was an interesting stat that fucked me up and had me laugh. You want to know what
Okay.
the interesting stat is?
What's this at?
Within 24 hours, Moxley did the curb stomp. Seth Rollins did the curb stomp. And Roman Reigns did a curb stomp
Oh
within 24
shit.
hours.
Oh shit.
All three of them did a curb stomp within 24 hours. That,
They're brothers.
yes. So Seth beat the shit out of Roman. I mean, Roman beat the shit out of Seth. Seth technically got the win because he was outside because of Roman. And Roman beats the shit out of him. And he looks up, and in the ring, Paul Heyman is consoling CM Punk. And Roman gets so fucking pissed. He goes in there and fucks CM Punk up, leaves him laying, and he's looking at Paul like, what the fuck is going on? And Paul's like, it's not what you think. And then the show went off there.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna go on a little rant
Okay.
about AEW, but it's not my usual AEW rant about this is the dumbest shit that people have said. And like if you listen to the press conference, Tony Khan even said, "Oh, we're gonna see who's available for the show." And people got mad that, "Oh, this person wasn't on the show. This person wasn't on the show. How do you do a pay per view and you don't follow up with this person on the show, this person on the show, and this person on the show?" Even though they were in backstage stuff, but like they meant out in front of the crowd, which I understand that. The problem is, and this is the biggest problem with a lot of the AEW stuff, is you have a banger pay per view. At the end of the banger pay per view, people have put their all into it. They have fucking tried to kill themselves just for the entertainment of the fans. When it comes to the next night of the show, they can't go because they fucking put their whole body through everything, and they're like, "Shit, I can't do anything. Fuck it, I'm too hurt." And it's like it's a catch-22. It's like they give you a great pay-per-view, but when you want to see them on Dynamite, you can't see them. And I'm so pissed off that people are like, "Well, they should have been on the TV because it's a follow-up." Dude, they just gave you a fucking banger pay-per-view. They fucking tried to kill themselves. Like, what do you want the wrestlers to do? Like, seriously. Like, them in the backstage thing, perfectly fine. Perfectly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I know that they try to kill themselves. Like, just accept it and move on. But these are like hardcore AEW fans going, they should have been in front of the crowd. It would have made more sense. That's a better way to follow up. And it's like, dude, they can't do that. Like, half of them are fucking injured. Like, what do you want from them? Like, they're not fucking superhuman. Like, what is the problem? Like, they're trying their best to do something. At least they're on TV. It's like, the fuck do you want? I'm just so pissed off with people. Like, and this is not even like the AEW haters. This is the AEW sickos that are saying this shit. And I'm like, the fuck do you want?
Yeah. I was actually more shocked that the people that showed up actually showed up. So props to them. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with people? But like, they did the best they could with the crew that they had. And someone was like, I don't know, like if it was a travel issue or something, like why these people wasn't there? It's like, dude, they just if you've seen Will Ospreay, you'll be like, oh yeah, I understand why you just did that. What the fuck are you talking about? Like that pissed me the fuck off.
He said all
But
the like injuries he had pretty much.
yes, but fuck, man. So we have Kenny Omega, and Kenny comes out, and Kenny's in shorts and a shirt, and he's like, yeah, of course he's not wrestling. He just went through fucking hell with Takeshita, and
Hmm.
he's like, yeah, in 2025, I didn't think that I could wrestle, but now I'm a champion. And the thing that the thing that fucked me up about this was like he said it like we were still in January, and I was all for it until I realized we're in fucking March. Because he said it was like, yeah, this year just started, and I'm a champion. And I'm like, yeah, like the whole fucking year just started. I'm like, wait a minute, goddamn it, we're in March. No, no, you can't go with that.
We're a quarter way in. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like this fuck, like it fucked me up. And then he said that he's gonna face the person who wins this tournament because they set up a tournament, which is actually which I actually have to talk about in a few seconds. But they set up this tournament, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna face this person at Dynamite. I mean, at Dynasty." I'm like, "All right, cool." So this tournament, which I've been waiting for, it's a kind of a normal tournament, kind of, not really, but it's kind of a normal tournament. But
Kind
the
of.
thing about it, wait, the thing about it is it's for the international championship, and they actually have everybody in this that is international. And I'm like, holy shit, this makes sense. I agree with this.
There's like what, 2 Americans in this only?
I think only two Americans, but everybody else is from a different country. And it's like, I fucking love this.
Yeah.
So Kenny's going to the back and he bumps into Shibata and the rest of the crew because Shibata's in the tournament from Japan. And they come in and they beat the shit out of these three guys and it's over. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it's not that bad. They beat the shit out of some guys. So Ricochet is going to face Shibata on Collision. And he's just saying, Shibata, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm finally going to become champion. And the promo that he cut made me go, I think Ricochet is going to win. Because you have to win the match in the tournament to get into a four-way.
Okay, that's the weird part. I know there was a catch.
I don't like that. So that that pissed me off because I'm okay with Ricochet facing Kenny, like because it's a new match, it's something we haven't seen. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I'll take that. But I don't know, it just felt like I don't know who's winning, but like I feel like that was a lock. That was an immediate lock. Just the way he was saying stuff, I was like, that's an immediate lock.
Yeah.
So then they put up a graphic and say, next week is going to be a world title match. Edge versus Moxley street fight for the championship. So then they play a clip from Swerve talking to Edge after Revolution. And Edge goes, yo, I don't know when I'm going to get a championship, but if you win the championship, I want to face you for the title. But if I somehow get the title before that, I'll face you for the championship. And everybody is pissed off at the way this was done. They were like, "Oh, this doesn't make any sense." Listen. First off, it was a misstep on them. It was a huge misstep on them because they should have played this first and then made the announcement that they're going to have a world title match. But if you put it on right before it and said, "Hey, they're having a match next week," and then Edge is talking about, "I don't know when I'm going to get a title match," it looks stupid.
Back ass word, as you would say.
Yeah, because it was like it was so easy because it's a pre-tape. You could have just put that on right before it and then said, "Hey guys, next week this is happening." And it was like, okay. And then they had Moxley talking shit about beating Edge. And he's like, "Yeah, I could have killed you. I almost broke your neck. And next week nobody's gonna stop me from breaking your neck." Okay, cool. So then we had the weirdest fucking thing ever. And it's not even weird because of what you think it's weird for. So we had Hologram come out with Harley Graham.
I
And
love that. I love Hardy Graham.
yes, and Hologram is teaming up with Will Hobbs. But here's who they're facing. They're facing Dralistico and Brian Cage. And I'm like, what?
That's
And
partially
reason,
right.
this doesn't make any sense because I'm like, all right, why is Brian Cage teaming with Dralistico? And then also, why is Beast Mortos just out there? Like, I feel like something is, everything about this is just wrong. Like, everything about this is wrong. Like, they should have had Brian Cage and Lance Archer versus Hologram and fucking Will Hobbs. They should have had
Well,
that.
well,
Or,
no, they should have had Beast Muertos in the match because the beef with Hologram is with Beast. So
exactly. So, see, that makes it even weirder. So, it should have
mm,
been Mortos and Dralistico versus Hologram and Will Hobbs.
no,
So,
no. No,
Dude,
you're still wrong. Brian Cage is right, because fucking Will Hobbs has beef with Don Callis' family. So you can interchange him with Lance Archer. It doesn't matter, either Brian Cage or him, and whatever. However, you need somebody that hologram is like feuding with, which would be in this case Beast Mortos. They just chose the other guy in this case.
okay, but still, why are they having this match? It didn't make any doesn't make any sense. Like, also, when the hell did Will Hobbs and the hologram become a tag team? When did that happen?
Wednesday, because you know what that means.
Yeah, it's just the most random ass shit. So Will Hobbs win, then Lance Archer comes out, and Mark Davis comes out, and they're just yelling at Brian Cage like, "Why did you take this match?" They literally say, "Why did you take this match?" And he's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "You should have had this match." And then they just walk off. I'm like, "Okay, what the fuck is going on?" So
Yeah, yeah, that made me question, like, is he leaving?
it's just so it was so confusing. It was so confusing. So then we get the Hurt Syndicate, and MVP is telling them, "Guys, you guys don't even have to wrestle tonight. You can have the day off." And he said, "You could go do anything you want." And they're both like, "Well, we want to go to the gym." It's like, "All right, fuck it, you guys can go to the gym." But you know what? I'm gonna stick around. Uh,
When they said that, I know it was like something bad was gonna happen.
yes, but here's the thing, right? I just
Uh-huh.
wanted to point this out.
Mhm.
This was literally said that this was from Revolution. It was like it was from Revolution. So why was you sticking around after Revolution? Like you told them to go to Vegas to go somewhere, and they're like, "We're gonna work out." But this wasn't Dynamite. So why did that? It was very weird.
I'm gonna call it a botch.
So then we had Tony Storm, and she came out and talked about winning the title and finally beating Mariah and getting rid of her. And she said, "There's other champions. There's a forever champion. There's a belt collector." And she said there was another champion. Like I forgot what other champion it was, but it was one more champion. I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, okay." And like, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought I knew what was gonna go on. I was like, "Oh, she's gonna say something else, and somebody's gonna come out and attack her that was one of the champions." I got it. That's what's gonna happen. Never in 1,000 years did I think that Megan Bain was just gonna attack Tony Storm.
That felt random as shit. Like, wow. I'm not mad. I'm just saying it was felt random.
No, no, no. I'm mad because what happens later on makes me mad because it's like if you're going this direction, why the fuck are you over here in this direction? You're
Yeah.
it makes no goddamn sense. It like I swear to God, I was so angry. Like I was so angry because it was like this is how this is supposed to go. And like, nah, fuck it.
No, but
So
I'm saying at that moment, because like the other thing didn't happen yet, I was cool with it.
no, I wasn't even cool with it because this is why I was not cool with it. You wanna know why?
Why?
What the fuck has Megan Bain done until now?
3 matches, as you said that night.
That's it. That was it. So then we had Beast Mortals versus question mark, aka Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh no, I didn't like this match.
Okay, what didn't you like about Speedball Mike Bailey versus Beast Mortals?
The funny part is I like them both, right? I have no problem
Mm-hmm.
with either guy. They both could
Yes,
go. But for
yes.
some odd reason, this match was off to me. I don't know.
I kind of felt that way too, but like, and the bad part was like the finish came when Speedball kicked the shit out of Beast Mortals right in the face, and I was like, I think he knocked him out legit, and like he just went, cause he kicked him in the face with like a spin kick, and he just went down. and he was gone. I was like, oh, okay, well, shit, he murdered that guy.
Right.
So then they interview Christian. Renee comes up and she interviews Christian, and Christian is like, Renee, you're Moxley's wife. Get out of here. And I was like, thank God somebody actually fucking brought that up. Like,
Because I've been
holy
saying
shit.
that for the longest.
Exactly. It was like somebody finally did it. And he's given every excuse, and Nick Wayne goes, he's like, you're making excuses. It's like, quit crying. This is your fault. You lost. You embarrassed us. And Christian gets pissed off, and he's about to cuss about, and Mother Wayne steps in, and he says, get out of my way before I make you go back to being a waitress at the Waffle House. I was like, damn, Christian, that's fucked up. And also, what Waffle House is she waitress at? I would like to know. This is just for research purposes, not nothing else. Just research purposes.
I mean, I've never been to a Waffle House, so yeah, yeah.
And then Christian just goes off on Nick Wayne. He just goes off on Nick Wayne. He basically says, your dad died in front of your mom. And I was like, Jesus, why are you saying this?
Like
It was bad.
he's like with the wrong shit, he's almost up there with fucking MJF, but not as bad because like he says shit and you're like, ooh. But it's
Yeah,
not.
and it's like,
But it makes sense something with him though. I don't know why it makes sense with him.
yeah, I don't know why either, because like it's because this is why I think it makes sense for Christian. I
Hmm.
think Christian isn't trying to be like this asshole. Christian is just an asshole. Like
Yeah. Okay.
it's just like he just is. It's not like he's trying to be like, I'm trying to make you people hate me. Christian is just like, no, I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck is on my mind, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. That's why he's more acceptable, because it's like he's just saying what's on his mind. That's acceptable. It's like, all right.
He's not a
Like
try
MJ,
hard. Like if he was real with him.
yeah, MJF is just like, no, this is forced. I'm making this up because I'm being this guy, and it's like, dude, no, just be you, just be you, and like he may be an asshole, but like this is just it's just not it for me.
Yeah.
So then we showed MJF punching a mirror because he was mad that he lost the Hangman. But then he's out there about to cut this promo, and then MJF comes out. I mean, MVP comes out. Damn, that's fucked up.
It's like
Like they're both
eminent.
in. So MVP comes out and says, he's like, nice to see you. And they're both happy. And for the first time ever, MVP gave an origin story on MJF that MJF didn't have. And I was like, man, somebody else gave you an origin story. Okay.
Someone listen to the podcast.
Yes. So they basically talk about how they were on the Indies and they worked at MLW together. And they didn't say MLW by name. They didn't say by name. They just said some promotion in Florida.
Yeah.
And then he says, Max, you don't have that hunger no more. You don't want to hurt people. And then Max says, no, I was a former world champion. And MVP says, think about what you just said. Was. And he said, when you're ready, give me a call. And he put the Hurt Syndicate thing in his pocket and he wants him to join the Hurt Syndicate. How do you feel about this?
I don't like it. I mean, it gives MJF something new, I guess, something to work with, so he don't
Mm-hmm.
gotta be him, I guess. But I don't know. I don't like it. Like he doesn't seem like he fits.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He doesn't seem like he fits.
You know, what this feels like. I don't know if you remember in TNA, the Beatdown Crew or Beatdown Clan, whatever the fuck it was. Ironically enough, also with Lashley and MVP. I don't think Shelton was there. No, he wasn't. But they had a bunch of random people in there, like Eric Young and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this feels like. Eric Young, low key. I think Samoa Joe was part of it.
Yeah, I think that was a thing. And I feel like MJF is just gonna be in there and then he's gonna wind up beefing with Lashley, and then there's gonna be beef, and there's gonna be irritating, and I'm gonna be like, I don't like it. So right now, I'm just gonna say I hate it. Like I'm not
Probably
even.
in the same vein when he joined the inner circle with Jericho, right? Where like he joins it, but he beefs with the members and shit like that.
Exactly.
Got you.
Like,
It's less
yeah,
less less comical, I guess.
yeah, it's less comical and supposed to be a little bit better, but like I hate it already. I
Yeah.
hate it already. I'm sorry.
No, I hate it now that you pointed it out because I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So listen,
Mhm.
the next guy, I fucking hate this guy because like he's just annoying as shit. But I don't give a fuck. I literally was in the fucking kitchen, just randomly out of no fucking where. Let's go back. You're the best wrestler alive. I was like, what the fuck is that stuck in my head? I, I lied to you not. I'm in the kitchen and I literally said that. I was like, oh my God, it's stuck in my head. It's the earworm. I can't get it out. Oh my God.
And you said it on the podcast the first time because I didn't
Hmm.
catch it the first time. When he just said it this time, after his match and whatever, it stuck in my head for like a few minutes.
Exactly. It's so weird that it sticks in your head and it's like, I can't get it out. Like, and like you hate him and it's like, I don't like this guy at all. But the catchphrase is so good. I need it. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. I don't know. It's
And
so weird.
it's weird because it's so fucking long and there's really no rhythm to it, like a new they sucks or new they rocks or CEO. Like there's no tune to it. But for some reason it sticks.
It works. It works. I don't know. And then Takeshita came out and he hit him and Max kicked out. Well, not really. Takeshita picked his head up and then he hit him with his finish and left.
He said, fuck it.
So then we had Jericho talking about how he beat up Gravity and he had his mask. And I was wondering how do I learn Mexican fast? Just for no reason. There was no reason. There was nothing that they showed that made me go, I would love to know how to speak Spanish very fast. Just there's no reason. Just there's no reason. Just not at all.
¿Por
But
qué,
yeah,
amigo?
so we huh?
¿Por qué, amigo?
Sí, sí, sí.
No comprende español.
Un poquito, un poquito. So that's setting up for him and Bandito. And then we had Penelope Ford versus Willow. And they had a decent match. And then after the match, for no fucking reason, Penelope attacks Willow. It's like, ha! She hits her with a chair. And then Chris comes out. Chris is like, runs off Penelope. And Willow has her back turned. And she turns around and Chris is right there. And she's about to hit her. And she's like, dude, I came to help you. She's like, the fuck are you doing here? Then all of a sudden, Megan Bain comes out and lays everybody out.
That
And I'm
threw
like,
everything off from the beginning.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're beefing with Tony Storm. Why are you here? And it's like, what the fuck, man?
The only thing I could gather, and like it still doesn't make sense because missing person, six women.
Yeah, and it's like, I guess we could go there, but like, fuck, man. So then we had a backstage thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I was upset about this because of the speed that this is going. But if this is going a way that it's going, I'll be okay with it because they had Mercedes with her bruised up neck from getting kicked from Momo Watanabe. So she's backstage. Renee had to do part of her interview for her because she can't say much. So Billy Starks shows up and Billy Starks goes, I learned some stuff from this weekend. And Mercedes like, what did you learn? She's like, I learned not to get kicked in the throat. It's like the fuck. She's like, I learned that you suck. And she's like, also, money changes everything. 'Cause it's like, oh my God. Like Billy is such like she's such a little jerk. I love that.
She pissed me off though.
Why?
Literally, when she was saying that, I was taking a drink and I
Hmm.
damn near fucking choked as soon as you said not to get kicked in the throat. Like, what the fuck?
And then they said that they're gonna wrestle next week. So I'm hoping this is a non-title match and Billy pins her.
Hmm?
So we can have the title match and then we lead into the Athena match.
Yes, it's happening.
So yes. So then we had Will Ospreay. And Will limps to the ring. He's bandaged up. He's fucked up. And he cuts this long promo. And I swear to God, like people start like in the beginning, they started out to go, yeah, and then they was like, I don't really know what to say right now. Because he started talking about his wife and like how he said he wasn't gonna do nothing crazy and he did something crazy. And then he's like, he stretches out for like, I literally said it in 2 seconds. He stretches out to be like 10 minutes of telling us how the story went with him and his wife. And I'm like, okay. Then he says he knows what he's going to do now. He's going to go for the world title. And he points at the all in sign. So we have a point now. He points at the all in sign and he said he's going to win the Owen Hart tournament. And then he's going to go to all in and win the tour, win the title. So, yeah,
I guess.
yeah. And then we had Jay White right after that get interviewed in the back by Renee Paquette. And he goes, yeah, hey, Will's going for the title. And then they say, hey, did you hit Cope? He's like, listen, I didn't hit him on purpose. I was there to help him. And then all of a sudden he just switches and goes, I want the world title too. I was like, oh, okay. Like it was the most randomest thing. It's like, yeah, I didn't hit him, but I also want the world title. So it's like, so you did hit him. You won it for yourself. Like he literally said, I won it for myself. It's like, so you did hit him. Like that's exactly what popped in my head. Like you did hit him on purpose. Like, okay.
Because why ask the crowd? Like, why would you give a fuck?
I don't know. But also the bad part about it is like once again, it hits me with the I wish WWE didn't have that hiring freeze at the time. I know somebody's gonna get mad, like, why do you keep bringing it up? I wish they didn't have a hiring freeze at that time, so Jay could have went to WWE. Like he would have been a much better place than he is right now. I'm sorry.
Would have been a multi-time champion right now. Doesn't matter what champion, but he would have been a multi-time champion right now.
Exactly. And it's so funny because everybody else is starting to realize like Jay White was such a big deal in New Japan. He came in supposed to be a new big deal, and he's just an afterthought in fucking AEW. And it's like, yeah, it's because he wasn't supposed to be there.
Not even a thought, to be honest with you. The way I see it.
Yeah, and it pissed me off because it's like he shouldn't be there. Like, and I know people are like, well, what is your beef with AEW? Look how they're using him. Like, he shouldn't be there.
Hmm.
So then we had Renee interviewing Hangman, and she's talking to Hangman, and he's like, "Yeah, I want the world title." And MJF bumps into him, and he says, "No, I'm gonna get the world title. Fuck you." And MJF keeps playing with the Hurt Business card, so he's really contemplating being part of the Hurt Business. So there also needs to be a third match because I didn't realize that was a second match between these two.
Yep.
So then we had the main event Orange Cassidy versus Hechicero.
I like it, Chicero. Like, ever since he left, what was it, the Gates of Agony, whatever I can remember, he was a member for like a month,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like, I don't know, he got some style to him. I like him.
Yes, this was a really good match.
Yes.
And Orange Cassidy wins. So Orange Cassidy moves on in the tournament. So now in the tournament is Orange Cassidy and Speedball Mike Bailey. They're going to be in this four-way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm totally okay with this. Like I'm okay with this. I think Ricochet is gonna win, but like I'm totally okay with how they're moving things along. I just know that there's way too many people going for the championship, and like it's pissing me off. Like it's really pissing me off because there's also that little hanging question mark that's still there. Like they keep saying they want Darby to win the title, but like now it looks like they could switch to Will winning the title. But here's the thing. Will has to win it at all in. And I know people are like, they want the story to end, me, myself, too. I want the story to end. But you have to think about Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns had that title for fucking ever. Every time he fought somebody for the title, we all said, oh, he has to go to WrestleMania to lose it. Well, he should lose it. It's getting boring. No, no, no. It's not getting boring. You just want a new champion.
Mm-hmm.
This is boring. This is boring, and we need a new champion. But I'm willing to wait to all in for whoever to win the title. I want it to be over, and everybody is screaming for it to be over. And I'm just like, guys, they're not going to change that title to all in. If they change it now, it'll be a short, temporary, like, whoo, high. Once we get to all in, it's going to be months. It is going to be so long, everybody can't beat Moxley. And we get that one person who is Will Ospreay or Darby, and they beat him. The crowd's going to go crazy. Everybody on the internet's going to go crazy. Just let it happen that way. Don't try to get the belt off him now. Just wait for it. Let it happen.
Like, as much as it pains me, let them cook. Like, you are right about that. I'm bored of it already too, but I'm willing to sit here and wait for the big payoff.
Yep. Then we had the best show of the week. This was a fucking mini pay-per-view on fucking free TV. I swear to God.
Yeah, I can agree with that 100%.
This shit was so good. Like, everybody, even the people who aren't NXT fans, was like, this show was so fucking good from beginning to end. It was like, this show was so fucking good. I was like, yeah.
Don't doubt NXT. Like, yeah, they're the third brands. Like, yeah,
Yeah. And they are, to be honest, they're the most consistent show that comes on. Except
hmm
for that little stretch when Sean didn't know what the fuck he was doing for like 5 or 6 weeks, where I just kept yelling about how the fuck is NXT so fucked up, and then he got right back on the ball. But like, other than that, like, it's always been good.
he might have been sick that week.
He might have been. So we had the Hardys versus Fraxium, and this shit was awesome.
Yes,
And I know people will be like, "What? Like, you're saying the Hardys are awesome?" I'm saying Fraxium is awesome.
parties are okay.
Yes. Now I have to say something, and like, I'm actually fucking shocked that this happened.
Okay,
So right now, WWE is in Spain. They're in Barcelona, Spain. So there's like an indie promotion out there that like people are at and they're doing stuff. And all of a sudden, a kid showed up.
the fuck?
And yeah, a kid showed up in the fucking show. I was like, oh shit, a kid's there. Because like I think they're in Spain because they're in Barcelona, Spain for SmackDown.
Yeah,
And he showed up, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, if only you could go to NXT and wrestle, that would be crazy.
where's he been at this whole time?
I don't know. He's been off his axis, but like, fuck.
Probably with his uncle Generico.
Yeah. But like, I like it fucked me up because I saw the picture. I was like, wait, a kid? What the fuck? Like, yeah, threw
It
me
fucked
off.
you up for a few minutes.
Yes. So the Hardys and Fraxium had the fucking banger, and I was expecting Fraxium to win,
Me too.
but the Hardys won. And then the Hardys, after the match, they said, maybe we should go for the NXT tag titles. And I'm okay with that, but I want this one thing to happen if we're going to do this.
Okay.
I want this to be on TNA instead of NXT. I want them to defend the NXT tag titles on TNA against the Hardys.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah, because like if we're doing the TNA titles on NXT, we should have the NXT titles on TNA.
What's their next big show? I want to say Sacrifice, or did that already happen?
No, Sacrifice is coming up, and that's already like completely booked up. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's on Friday. So it would be after Sacrifice.
Oh yeah, because Jeff got a X Division title match, and Matt is in a 8-man tag. I want to say.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah, like that's gonna happen. So I think Genesis is like, I think it's Genesis is the next pay per view,
that sounds
like the
right.
official one. So
Yeah.
I think they should defend the tag titles there.
Okay.
So then we seen Jada Parker and Mickey James talking, and Mickey giving advice to Jada Parker.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's awesome. All of the coaches from LFG was there. The only person I didn't see was like Bubba. Like I didn't see Bubba nowhere on the show. Everybody else like had their little cameos, but Bubba was like the only one I didn't see.
Good point. I didn't
So
see him either.
yeah. So we had the family, and Tony D'Angelo just looks like Luca, so I didn't know he was Tony. And he basically said that Stax is in charge from now on. And I was like, okay,
He's gonna take over the family.
yeah, I'm okay with that, but like he's gonna screw him over, so yeah, like whatever.
Yeah.
So then we had Jordan Grace versus Roxanne Perez. And I knew Jordan Grace was gonna win because Roxanne got the first win, and it would only make sense for Jordan to get the second.
Plus Roxy's leaving anyway soon.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to fucking beat up Bailey because Bailey even said something on Twitter after the match was like, "Look, you're a fucking loser, ha ha." And it's like, why is she just not attacking Bailey?
No idea.
So we had Moose walk into the ring in the back, and then we had Oba, and he gets stopped by the Undertaker. And Undertaker says, "This is your yard now." He didn't say that, but like he should have.
He more or less said that, like, because NXT's not Undertaker, so he said, "This is your yard. Take care of it," or something along those lines. He did say yard. He did say yard.
And boy, did Oba take care of his yard. He beat Moose. He beat Moose. Like Moose did a great job, but like holy shit, Oba picked him up and press slammed Moose. Moose is a big dude. He press slammed him and threw him. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Outside the ring, while you're at it, he threw him outside the ring.
Like Oba is strong as shit.
Yes.
So then we had the video of Zara and Sol Ruka, which I'm so glad that they're together
Yes.
because they're in a rec room and they're throwing an axe. It's just fucking awesome. So did we get Fatal Influence still trying to talk to Ava about getting their in like North American title? So Ricky Starks comes up and was like, "Damn, why is everybody so angry back here?" And he's always on point with pointing out what the fuck is going on with NXT.
Yeah.
So they set up next week for him versus Ridge Holland, and Ethan Page comes in and says, "Nobody wants you here, outsider." And then he walks by. It's like, get, but never mind, never mind.
No, 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 no. Say it. Say it. Because I thought the
You're
same
a
thing.
fucking outsider too. Like you just got here. What are you talking about?
Because I thought the same thing. Like, what the what?
Like he's acting like he's always been here. The fuck?
Just because he won a title. No,
right?
fuck you. You're a newbie too.
So then we had a banger street fight. Javon Evans versus Ethan Page.
Yes.
And dude, they were fucking each other up.
Someone
I was,
like in the beginning of the show, and I still don't know who it was. Someone was bleeding in the beginning. Like you pointed out, like there was blood on like I want to say Javon's leg or something, but
yes,
you didn't know whose it was. I still don't know who it was that bleeding. Later, you see someone bleeding through her head, which I want to say was Ethan, but in the beginning, who was it?
yeah. I don't know how the fuck he got blood on his leg, but like it was very weird. He had blood on his leg in the beginning of the match, and it's like, what happened here? And then like nobody is bleeding. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Exactly.
So then we get this fucking crazy ass cutter with the open chair on Ethan Page, and that's how Javon wins. So after the match, the lights go down, and Vengeance shows up, and he just beat down Javon Evans.
Beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And they had music.
Mm-hmm. I I'm still sticking by what I said earlier, and I'm not unsticking by it because they came in from the crowd and attacked Javon Evans. When I
Hmm.
point something out, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, there may be a little bit more to this than what you think.
Okay.
So we get a video from the Culling, which is Sean Spears' group, and they're gonna beat up the family next week.
At
So
first, I thought he said the calling and whatever when he first said it. And I was
mhm.
like, y'all gonna get sued. Like, that's an MLW thing. I don't know if they still
What the
have it,
fuck?
but it's an MLW thing.
So then we get Eddie Thorpe. He's in the crowd, and all of a sudden, from the crowd also, Trick Williams attacks Eddie Thorpe, and Trick is evil, and Trick is wearing black, and Trick is coming from the crowd also in attacking Eddie Thorpe.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yes. So then we find out next week Sol Ruka is taking on Chelsea Green for the U.S. title.
I kind of like that a title that's not supposed to be defended there is defended there.
Yes. So then we get the main event, and this match was fucking great. The main event was Stephanie Vaquer versus Julia for both titles,
Hmm.
and Stephanie won. Now
Great match.
I have to I have to bring this up because I've been seeing this everywhere, and like this has like been slowly creeping up, and it's like a couple months ago it was like, yeah, there's something there, and then like it's been slowly building like straight through the internet and everybody that's been watching and everybody all around, it's been building up, and even journalists have been saying this recently a lot more. So I have to ask you, and like I'm completely biased, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm 1000% biased, I will not even lie to them, I'm 1000% biased.
Okay.
Do you think Stephanie Vaquer is more popular and has more upside than Julia and most of the women in NXT?
Hmm. I'll say yeah, but like it's a lot of factors to like her like it's like her presentation too that goes along with it too. So yeah, like the music, like compared to music, like hers is like a real banger, you know?
Yeah,
So the whole presentation, the devil horns and all that, like she had the marketability and all that, I think. And she, I don't know, like it's definitely Stephanie.
like so to me, she is in the ring, she's fucking amazing. She
Hmm.
has a look. Everything about her just like screams like I'm a star. like I've always said, the only thing that's holding her back that's like a big deal is like she needs to speak more English. And like she's doing it. Like she's getting more English reps and she's speaking more,
Hmm.
which is making her like easier to put in front of the crowd and do stuff. Once she gets more comfortable, it'll be better.
Yep.
But she's a real fucking star. And everybody sees it. It's like whatever she has, it just oozes off the fucking page. And it's just like everyone that looks like, oh my God, she has it. Like she has whatever this is, she has it.
You brought back the spiral tap, which I haven't seen in years since the last time AJ Styles did it.
No, she did it at the pay-per-view.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's part of her move set. So like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, she's fucking great. She has everything. Like I said, I'm 1,000% biased because like I've been watching her. Like she came across my feed and I just like followed her and went from watching La what is it? What is the damn thing? I forgot what it is. Whatever Del Ring on YouTube, watching it just for her, like, just for her. And like I've been a fan for a long time, so I'm biased.
Yeah. But Julia ain't too far behind though. So
Oh, of course not. Julia has something too. Julia is also special.
yeah,
But like between the two of them,
it's Stephanie.
Stephanie is like everybody was like, "Oh, Julia, Julia, Julia." And then when Stephanie started wrestling, people was like, "Oh shit, Stephanie has something."
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, some news with NXT, maybe Jeff Cobb is apparently signed to WWE per Fightful. Fightful
Oh.
said that Jeff Cobb is listed internally as a WWE superstar. And it's like that is weird because it's like it jumped from him even being a free agent to he's already on the roster. So now I'm just like, oh shit.
Remember when we was
Like,
bitching on the podcast a while ago, like how long they take to fucking sign people?
yeah.
Wow.
And he's apparently signed. And also they are working on trying to find a way to debut Phoenix. Cause
Okay.
and they said that they're gonna put the tag team of Penta and Phoenix back together. So we'll get to see them as a tag team.
Not gonna be exactly the way you said it. Like it's gonna be Ray Penta Phoenix.
Yeah, but like how do you think that they will fit in the tag team division?
Mm. Penta's on Raw, right?
Yes.
Uh, American Made will win the tag team titles and they'll feud with them. Boom.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Cause like I actually like I can't wait because I want to see what they do and like what his presentation is gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I want to see what like how they're gonna make him look, what they're gonna do to him, like what kind of music he's gonna get. I want to see how they make him.
Because you know they're gonna do the same thing they done everywhere else in AEW, TNA, and whatever. They're gonna team, but they're also gonna do their separate thing.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that because when Penta was in TNA, he wound up being a world champion.
Mhm. And Phoenix was the X Division champion also.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if they won the tag team titles there though.
They did. They won the tag team titles. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was from LAX.
Okay.
Cause like we watched that match and that match was like really fucking awesome.
That wasn't the barbed wire one, right?
That was another tag match they had because
Okay.
they had a couple of tag matches with LAX and we was just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it was at one point where like they were going at it week after week and we was just like, dude, they can't do anything more. And then they would like do the barbed wire shit. It was like, oh my god, please don't do more, but like also do more.
Yeah.
It was like they they were fucking killing it in fucking TNA. I'm sorry. Like TNA was like their as of right now, it was their second best run because their first best run was Lucha Underground, but
Yeah,
it was their second best run. But like, holy shit! Like, I want to see what they like. I want to see what they're gonna do on WWE. It's not like, oh, I'm a WWE dick rider. It's just like I want to see what they're gonna do on WWE.
yeah, because let's be honest, it could turn out to be shit, but hopefully not.
Yeah, it could. Like, it could be like completely dog shit. And be like, oh, like this, like this is it. Like this is what this is. But
Yeah,
like, I have a little faith because like they might do something with him and like hopefully be like, hey, other guys, if you want to show up, we got stuff for you. But also like I just feel like a bigger show for both of them would work.
yep.
Like it would work. So yeah. So that's about like everything that's going on. Because for the next 2 weeks, WWE's in Spain or the UK. I don't know. They're overseas. That's all I
But
know.
I'm just
They're
about to say that overseas.
yeah. So
So does that
like
mean all these shows are gonna be early as fuck?
um technically yes, technically no, but like as far as SmackDown, SmackDown will be airing at the regular time, but it will be taped and for everybody else around the world at the time that it will be filmed.
Okay.
But like we will see it at 8 o'clock. Everybody else will see it at like 3 o'clock.
Raw's gonna be early as shit. I know that.
Yeah, as far as Raw's gonna be on early as fucking shit. And I've always wanted shit like this, like, cause I hate seeing the spoilers online be like, oh shit, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. I would rather watch it early and then the rest of the night just have nothing else to do. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would like I'm so happy that this is a thing. So yeah, that's all I've got for the show.